Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today we are playing EUCLIDEA. If you were here last year for Pi Day, we'd also played this, and so this will be our second entry, picking up where we left off from last time. You hear that? Oh, that's fine. So, those of you who don't know the game, actually I should send this over on the Twitch chat. On the YouTube chat, it's linked to in the description. EUCLIDEA.xyz. Yeah, right there. All I remember is trisect the perpendicular for it. Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I do recall that when I was doing this on my own many years ago, I did manage to 100% alpha. We left off at delta, picking up at epsilon today. Although I figured I'd go back and see where we were, or try to see if we can figure out some of the other ones that we left behind here. PogChan, welcome in. So yeah, for those of you who don't know the game, you have to construct various shapes or various constructs with just a compass and a straight edge. This is a classic problem. Some of them are pretty difficult. Actually, most of them are pretty difficult, but the game does start you off with something pretty easy. So, for example, here we're trying to make an equilateral triangle, and you can do that by having two circles and then put lines where they intersect, like that. And then it builds you up to some other tools, like for example the intersection tools, so that you can add points wherever you need to. The perpendicular bisector, which cuts a line in half, or I guess that's it for alpha here. But they do introduce more tools as we go. One that we left though was inscribe square, and the normal way to do this is to create a line here, so that we get the diameter of the circle, and then we bisect this line here, and so then we get these 2 points. So these are all 90 degrees now, and then we can just connect the points together. And so there are multiple challenges that you can do, or that the game gets you to do. So 6L means six moves of the various tools, but you also can do this in apparently 8 elementary moves, so using just circles and straight lines, which I actually don't remember how to do. There is a hint that says do this, which is the first move. I think it's the only one you can do, and then you can get the bottom one by doing this. So now we have 2 points. Now we just need to get these other two, and I don't remember how to do that. The game also does have a solution mode where you can play around with the solution, and so what I have discovered when I did this is that if I do this, then if you see where this thing intersects, this actually ends up being... Actually, I don't remember where this is. Actually, that might not be where it is. Never mind. Undo. That's not the undo button, it's over here. So we take this, we take this. Control Z is supposed to work here, I don't know why it doesn't. We take this, and then there was some sort of line that I had put in. I think it might have been... No, it wasn't that one. We're not going to spend too much time here, because I think I don't expect to be able to get the solution for this today. No, but I had connected some lines here somewhere. And it wasn't passing the corner here. It wasn't passing through this either. But yeah, you can play around with this. You can somehow get this point here just by doing some extra stuff. But I don't remember how that works. Anyway, Yeah, I don't think we're getting this one. Because I tried this about a week ago and I still couldn't get it. But maybe the other ones will come to us. So intersection of angle bisectors. Actually, you know what? Let's go to new stuff because I don't want to spend time here trying to figure stuff out that we couldn't figure out last time. Parallel line. Construct a line parallel to the given line through the given point. So let me just move this window here. It's a little bit inconvenient. Actually, I'll just leave it there. Let's move the monitor instead. Okay. So parallel line is a line that won't intersect the original line. So I guess the first thing we can do here is create a circle and make sure that it intersects the line here. We have a perpendicular bisector. Do we actually need this? Hold up. We might not need that. Go back. We can have... Yeah, so we can have a perpendicular bisector. And then we can bisect this one too. So that's a perpendicular line through the point. But we can get this in 6 elementary moves. Why does it say 4? Oh, no, yeah, 4. So we did this in 6 elementary moves, but we can get it down to 4. And for the elementary moves, we can only use circles and straight edges. And we can only use up to 4. So I think the first one has to be a circle. And the last one has to be a line because we have to draw the line. Which means we need to find a way to get 2 points, or 1 point rather, that is or that lies along the same level as this one. Maybe we make a circle here. But I actually don't know how that'll help. It would also help if I remembered how the perpendicular bisector tool was constructed. So let's go back there and figure out how that was done. So the problem with playing this only once a year is that I completely forget how anything works. So we knew this. We can do this. And we can do this. And then we can run the line straight down the middle. So that's 4. Hold up. We can do this in 3. Because apparently we can do this in 3. And how do you do this in 3? And we actually didn't get this in 3. Okay. So usually when that happens, you're supposed to be able to share one of the points, or share one of the constructions, one of the circles, so to help you figure out how to get it. So how do we share a circle? Maybe the first step isn't a circle. But this doesn't seem right. That's certainly not perpendicular. If any of you have ideas, by the way, feel free to shout them out, because I don't think we necessarily need to spend a whole ton of time on this. But it would be good to know how to get the perpendicular line? Yeah, perpendicular bisector. Or I guess it's just a perpendicular. because then if we know how to do this, it'll mean that we can get the other one a little bit more easily. How do you do this in 3 when I'm already using 3 circles here? Because what I did earlier was I created a bisector here. Zero time, welcome in. Yeah, we're doing a compass and straight edge constructions in EUCLIDEA. And it's been a year since I've done any of this, and I've forgotten a lot of how we construct this. Happy Pi Day. Oh yes, I guess I forgot to mention it. It is Pi Day today, March 14, 314. No, I think I mentioned it a little bit more casually earlier this stream, beginning. But I didn't actually say Happy Pi Day, so Happy Pi Day. We started the stream at 3:14 p.m. Eastern, because of course you have to. Usually it's around Pi 2-3, so it's Pi month for me. That's one way to do it. Welcome, Mr. E. Yeah, one of the places my school, what they did was the year is split up into 3 terms. And they had a Pi Day for every term. So there's March 14, there's July 22nd, which is Pi Approximation Day, and as an approximate of Pi, they serve cake. And then there is the 314th day of the year, which I think is sometime in November. So if I wanted to farm the content, I guess I could do more, but so far we've only done this once a year. How do you share a circle? I don't understand. Because, okay, so 3 elementary moves means the last move has to be a line. 22% at least, let's use let's do a date format. I guess. It still has a slash though. I don't know, I've gotten to be, it's unambiguous because the 22nd is not a month number, but yeah. Your university was giving out free pie yesterday. It's what kind of pies did they give out? I think for mine they had a number of different types of pies, rhubarb being one of them. And I think one year I got the rhubarb, it was fine. Wouldn't be my first choice, but pecan pie was another one they served. Date is 22/7/2015, but the actual approximation is 22/7. Yeah. Let me just raise this here. Or dashes. Yeah, if you're gonna use dashes though, you should have the year up front. So 2025-07-22 to conform with ISO 8601 or RC 3339. I don't know if anyone uses dashes for any other format. It's usually just slashes. Okay, well, we're gonna try something else. I can't think of anything here. Which unfortunately means that we're probably not gonna end up solving the 4E here, which makes me wonder we're probably not going to end up with solving any of the elementary moves either. But you know what, that might be okay. We discovered the parallel tool. Click on the line, then on the points. So we click on the line and the points. Very good. Parallel tool costs 4 elementary moves, and I have no idea how. Parallelogram by 3 vertices. Construct a parallelogram whose 3 of 4 vertices are given. I decided to try it out, and I've gotten stuck on the rhombus. Was the rhombus over here? Or is that earlier on in the game? Okay, so we have one line. We have two lines. We can take the parallel tool, take another one here, and then do it again over here. 1.5. Ah. So, easily done with the parallel tool, but I do think that we can at least try for the 8 elementary moves. Hi day, the only day I'm willing to accept the MMGGYYY Y format. I assume you mean D's there, but oh, I just opened myself up for something. I'm gonna go got him before anyone else says it. I think this gets us. No, that doesn't get us the. That doesn't get us that. We have this, but I don't think that's it either, because that gets us to 6, and that's too much. Oh wait, no. So it's the intersection of these two. Nope. No, this isn't quite right. I remember finishing this with with eight moves, and I don't remember how. We're gonna move on. Line equidistant from 2 points. Construct a line through the point C at equal distance from the points A and B, but that does not pass between them. So we're looking at a line C, or rather a line that passes through C that is equidistant, so it's same distance from A and B, so A and B here, as measured by the perpendiculars. And that does not necessarily mean that it's going to be parallel to A and B. Actually, it has to be, I think. I think it has to be, but I can't think of why. Well, I mean, I can kind of think of why. I can't articulate why. I think the reason is if it's anything but parallel, then one of these angles is going to be less than 90 degrees, and the other angle is going to be more? Oh no, they're both going to be the same. They're both going to be the same angle, and it's going to be less than 90 degrees, I think, or something like that. Or rather, one distance is going to be shorter, so the line is going to be closer to one of the points than the other one. So for them to be the same distance, they have to be parallel. Okay, I think that makes sense. I'm not gonna attempt the 40. I don't know how that's gonna work there. Actually no, we'll attempt it once. So we can do one here, we can do one here. I don't know how that helps. We do one here, we do one there. I also don't know how this helps. It would help if I knew how to construct a parallel line using the elementary moves, but I guess not. Construct a line through the point C that goes between the points A and B that is at equal distance from them. So I think what we want is to have a line between that. So that might not be it. Probably is not it, because otherwise, you take the perpendicular, and it's not the same distance. So that can't be it. You can take a bisector, and it's not going to be the same distance. It's gotta do something with the parallel line because we were introduced with that, I think. We can do it in three tool moves. But then the question is how. This reminds me of how I would make sheet metal parts back in the day. I don't actually know what's involved in that. I guess it's it reminds you of that in terms of it being a CAD tool or something. Making circles and lines and whatnot. Or if you did it by hand, I guess you'd use these tools too. So you would have to create, so the circle from A and the circle from B will end up being the same size. So how do you create one of the same size? Why does this work? Hold up. Wait, hold on. Why does this work? Measure features with calipers and draw circles in CAD to get points and lines. Ah, okay. So why does this work? We took the bisector of this line, and so we got the midpoint of the distance between them. And so if you rotate the line about this point, then any distance between these two lines are going to be, and between these 2 points, or between one of the points and the line and the other point in the line, are going to be the same. I think is the theory. I'm not entirely sure how that checks out, but I think that's the idea. Okay, well, moving on. We did manage to get the 5e for that one too. Hash. Construct a line through the given point on which two pairs of parallel lines cut off equal line segments. Okay. So what we're looking for is a line that, when we draw it, ends up with two equal parts. How do we do that? We can take a parallel here. And then we can take a parallel here. I don't know how that's going to help, but worth a shot, probably. Oh. Hold on. We can do this in two. So we can do this in two, and that means the last one has to be the line. And then we get a parallel from one of them. Or some sort of perpendicular from one of them. Is it this? I don't know why it would be this, but... Okay, it's not that. Is it... this? That doesn't make any sense either. Is it a bisector? Or bisecting angle? Of some sort? Hold on. I need points here. I don't know how it would be. See if you do a perpendicular line to this. Nope. So you can have this. Okay. So this here is our solution. And so how do we get this? So none of that works. None of that works. Can we get a distance? We need to find a way for these things to intersect. I'm currently not seeing that. So I think we have to, because this circle and this circle are both the same size. So both those circles are the same size, and how can we calculate that circle? Is it through this? And then somehow you get a point somewhere? And we can't even move on, because I think we need to move on, or we need to solve this before we can get this one. We're gonna be stuck here for a while. But yeah, if any of you have any ideas, do shout them out, because we might be stuck here for a while if not. So we can get... Oh. We can do this. We get a bisector there, and then we can bisect... I don't know why we'd want to bisect this. That doesn't make any sense. I think the first move has to be some sort of circle, right? Or maybe not. Okay, let's continue to play around with this. What if we bisected this? Doesn't reach. What if we bisected that? That doesn't reach. There has to be something to do with this point, because otherwise, if we just bisected, if we did anything without this point, then there's no. Will it always be the same? So this line that's parallel here, if we move it to be parallel in any other point, is it going to be the same? Does it still hold the same properties? No, that's not what I want to do. Take this line. I'm gonna create a line here. Take the line. And then the point, hello? Is this the same? It is the same, okay. So anything that's parallel to this means that it cuts into two of the same segments. So we need to figure out how to get this line. And so, how do we do that? We take the parallel here, or we take a point here, we take the parallel for this one too. I'm not seeing anything obvious here either. I'm gonna add some more points here. Oh. No, that can't be it. Is that it? You know what? I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense because this way they both have the same same length. Because this is where they intersect. Okay. So we draw a line here, and then you draw the parallel line from here to here, from the point there to this point here. Okay. I don't know how to get this in 4. I don't think I'm going to try. But yeah, this makes sense, because where they intersect at the very middle means that both this line and this line have the same line segment length, because they meet at the same place. And then, as we discovered, sliding this at any perpendicular, sliding the line, as long as it's perpendicular, maintains the same length. I don't know how to prove that, but it seems like that's the case. Shift angle. Construct an angle from the given point that is equal to the given angle so that their sides are parallel. Can you dimension things or make things equal? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but as long as you can use a compass and a straight edge, you can. There are ways to make it so that you transfer certain constructions and copy them to other places, but you can't just like select things and copy and paste. You do have to like use the tools. By the way, if any of you want to try this out for yourself, the over on YouTube the link is in the description, and over on Twitch the link is pinned. But yeah, there are going to be things later on, puzzles later on, where they tell you to get you to calculate certain things like the square root of 2, or stuff like that, or multiply this line by this amount. From an angle perspective, this should be pretty easy. We take this point here and copy that line there as a perpendicular, and we do the same thing for the bottom line too. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the other one, because I think we missed a solution. Because there is probably a hidden one as well, where we take that and then take the parallel line and have it go through here. There we go. That's another one. This also has hidden stars, where as long as you can construct the same, as long as you can satisfy the conditions using a different form of the solution as the one that was intended, you can still get the stars. And the other one is this one, but you have to make them at the same time. There we go, 2B. Can you make 2 equal circles? Oh, we don't have the tool for that yet. There is a tool later on called the compass tool that will let you take a circle and then copy it over to somewhere else. But we don't have access to that yet. Actually, I wonder if the other one's decently easy to get. Considering I don't know how, it probably isn't. That is certainly not parallel. I'm not gonna try. Lying equidistant from 2 lines. Construct a straight line parallel to the given parallel lines that lies at equal distance from them. So what we're looking for is basically a bisector. Or not a bisector, but it's close enough. So we can bisect, or we can take the perpendicular here, and then we can bisect this perpendicular. And that gets us this. Can we do that with 5 elementary? This is 3. So we get the... we get that. And we can do this. That's 5, unfortunately. And this is 6, and that's not even the line. Okay. We're gonna move on. I had no idea XYZ was a domain. It's spot on for EUCLIDEA. Yeah. It's a decent... I think it's fairly older domain. Actually, did it come out in 2014, 2011 with a lot of the other ones? It's a fairly common one. I think a lot of people like to use it for personal pages. Yeah, I've seen it around a few times. Circumscribe square. Circumscribe a square about the circle. 2 of its sides should be parallel to the given line. So basically what this means is that we're going to end up having to draw the tangents of the circle at the 4 sides here. So we are going to take a perpendicular from here, and then we can take parallels here and here, and then we can take another perpendicular here and create a parallel from here. Oh, no. Do I need to stop? I need to mark the points here. Mark the intersections there. Take the point and the line, and the point and the line. So we can get this in 11. It's worth a shot at least once. So we can draw a circle that intersects this here. That has this from the center. And then we can draw we can get this line. But I don't see how this saves us anything. So this is all there. Oh, actually, go back. I think we might be able to save a couple. If we do it this way instead. Is that right? That can't be right. This doesn't feel right. Is it diameter? Well, it's got to be diameter because it passes through the middle. But this is not parallel to this line. But this should be. So if we take this, this should be perpendicular to this line here, maybe. I'm not sure that's actually true. But it does mean that this... Never mind, it does not. That's not what I thought it would be. Okay, we're gonna move on. Square and square. Inscribe a square in the square. Vertex is given. So we're gonna have to make a smaller square here. And then we need to have it all be... Because it's a square, the 4 sides have to be the same. Which means we're gonna end up having to draw a circle at some point. We're gonna explore. We do end up having to draw a circle at some point, so we get these 2 here. And then we can draw another circle from here to that point to get the 4th point. Question is, how do you get this point? And we kind of already know that because we have these points here. So if we have these points here, that means we can That means this has to be the same as what we have over here. This circle has to be the same as over here. And then the question is, how do we transfer circles? This is where the compass tool would come in handy. But we don't have that yet. So I need to find a way to transfer this circle over to the other side. And actually, I wonder if make a circle on the given point and follow the intersections. That doesn't really guarantee you anything, because that entirely depends on the length of the shape. And actually, hold on. No, it does help a little bit, but not in the area that we want it to be, because we need it to be over here. So if it was an equal, or if it was some multiple of the radius, then it would have been fine. But you can't guarantee that. Well, I'm just gonna look at what we have here. Circle tangent to the scars. Oh yeah, I guess we don't get the compass tool quite yet. Maybe that's coming later. How did I get this? Because well, I'm gonna go look back here. I think I managed to make it all the way down to lambda or something many years ago. I have no idea how. Yeah, so that's the idea. We do need to make sure that we get this transferred somewhere to there. What about from the point to the other corner? So like this, or this, or this. I'm not particularly seeing where this would be, how we can use this. That looks a little bit too far there. Oh, but we also have this. We also have this. Hold on. I might be onto something. Because these two triangles are the same. From the point to the top, right top. Let's try this. From the point to the other corner, so from the point to the right top. So this gives us to the bottom left. I don't think that actually gets to the bottom left though, because that makes it a little bit short. Unless you're saying you get this distance here, which I don't think you do, because you need to translate this circle over to the left a little bit. Now bash my head against a squared circle. Good luck. But I think I was onto something here. So if we take this here, right, and we take a circle from this point to this point, from this point to this point, from this point to this point, you take this, that is not the same distance. From this point to this point, this is the same distance. Is not. Why not? Why is it not? So take this one, and then the point at which this intersects. So this is all the same size around. And then we have, if we move this over so that it I'm doing a little bit more construction here. We take this, we extend this line, and we take this. These two triangles are the same. Okay. So then how does that help us? Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I want to try something. So I think if I give you a direct link to this. Oh, yeah. If I give you a direct link to this, I can you can actually go try this out yourself. This goes in the Twitch chat too. So yeah, so this is a distance that we know for sure. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. If that's a distance that we know, then that means that this here is the same. So if we know that, then we know this, and we get the other point. Okay, I think we're onto something. So we take this, then we take this, then we know this point here. These are the two ends of the square, and then we just need to take the other ends. Which means the easy way is we take this like that. And then I was gonna say take a perpendicular, but where? Is it through the midpoint? We take a perpendicular through here. I think that gets us the other two points. Is that a square? I think that's a square. We use too many tools. Okay, try again. So I think we have to do it this way. So yes, we do start with this one. We have a point here. And then we have that. So now we get this point as before. And then we can get the perpendicular from here. That's 5. We can get this in 6 though. Which means we actually only need 2. Because with 4 of them we're gonna need. Oh. No, yeah. 4 of them we need for the actual square. So we can actually only use 2. How do we use just 2 of them? We need to draw 2 lines so we can get we can get at least one other point. Okay. So how can we get this point? And we draw 2 lines. The only way I can think of is get this. So now you have this, and then you have the we got the bisector. But that's still 3. That's still 3. And we have 1 too many. So how do we get this point in just 1 move then? I don't know. We're gonna move on. Circle tangent to square side. Draw a cross on the corners and a circle on the center points to the given point. But that also uses 3. And a circle on the center point to the given point. From here. And then we hook it up this way. So no, this gets us the elementary moves. Alright, thank you. But we still need the six tool moves. So we have there's no point in using that one. Can we? Do we know where you're getting the center from here? We're gonna move on. Circle tangent to the square side. So construct a circle that is tangent to a side on the square, side of the square, and goes through the vertices of the opposite side. Okay. So the idea here is we have a circle that goes through both points here, and is also tangent to that. So we want the bisector, because it has to go through the middle. The center of the circle is going to have to pass through this. It is going to be a point on this line here. Question is, where? It's not going to be the center, and this is the center. I don't think this is going to be it either. That's too small. it's, I don't think it's this point. Yeah, that's too small too. Okay, so we're gonna look at the solution here. How do we get this point here? So we get a tangent, or we know the point, the line on which the point lies for one dimension. So we know it has to pass through that. And then we can size this. Can you share this one? Sure. We can size this how? Is this going to be, nope. It's not a nothing there. But this looks a little bit suspicious. So what if we did this? No, that doesn't actually help us anything. We can get this with 3 lines, or rather 3 tool uses. So now the first one has to be this. Does this have fewer uses? No, it's the same thing. So we get this line here, and we need to figure out how to get to this point to this point. We have this. We have this. And we have this. None of which really help. So we have, well, we can do, what are our options here? We can have a line here. No, but that gets us the center, so that doesn't really help. Because I don't think we need the center. Actually, hold on. Do we need the center? Can we use the center? We take the center, we take a circle that is then... that then circumscribes the square. Then we shrink it down somehow. So then there's this circle here, which means we can also get this circle here, which is still not quite right. There's no way this is correct. Because then you get this. Oh, it doesn't pass through it. Okay, so start with, oh, not there. Start with this. And then we draw a circle here. So we get this point. We draw a circle here, so that gets us a circle that goes through the points, but it's not quite tangent to this this line here. That's tangent to nothing in particular. We can draw another line there. I don't actually know what good that's going to do. Okay, what property does this one have? So if we have a circle here, when we draw the cross points here, and we draw a circle from the inside, how much larger? Okay, so actually, hold on. So we know a difference of circles. We have this, and we know the center. We know that it has to be larger than this circle, but it also has to be smaller than this circle. And is the difference, do we move it down by half this amount? It would be nice if I had the compass tool, but yet again. It's not quite right. So it's here. We have a circle here. That is not tangent. We should be able to get this in 2 lines. So we can draw 2 lines somewhere and figure out this. We can get the center point for the circle. That's what's getting me. We should be able to get this in 2 lines, and I don't know where. So we do this, and then this is not. We tried that earlier. Oh, I ran out of disk space. Uh-oh. Give me a bit. I need to clear some disk space, otherwise my recording is gonna die again. This already happened with the 11 hours stream, and I still haven't cleared my disk space, which is very much not good. Viewer Osnog, welcome in. Pi Daily, viewer Euler, yeah. Well, I think Euler's kind of dead at the moment. His work lives on though. But hold on, let me just clear some of this space here, so that we don't lose any more of the stream. So I'll be right back. Alright. And OBS, okay, whatever. That should be enough space to let it go for at least a while. I should really take some time to clean up my my disk, because I bought I bought extra disks for a reason, and I haven't moved stuff over yet, and it's now bitten me twice. Welcome back, thank you. So yeah, for anyone who's just coming in here, we're playing EUCLIDEA. Currently doing 5.10. Circle in. What's this? Circle tangent to square side. We're trying to make a circle that's tangent to one of the sides of the square, and then that intersects the vertices of the other side. It's proving to be pretty difficult over here, and we can't even skip it because we kind of need this to get to the other one. Send that over on the Twitch side again. Yeah, so this is what we have. We can only use the compass, or yeah, we can only use circles and straight edges, or derivations thereof that we've learned so far. So we have a bisector, we have perpendicular bisector, we have the perpendicular tool, and then we have the angle bisector, and then we have the parallel tool. And it would be really nice to have the compass, but so that doesn't come until later in the game. Rhombus and rectangle is killing me. That's I think that's this is a hard one. A lot of these are very hard. I don't know how I got so far when I did this many years ago. So 3L here means that we can get this in 3 tool moves. One of the last tool move has to be the circle. So we should be able to get this point with 2 moves, and I'm struggling to figure out how. Or how to get this at all. So I think once we figure out how to get this at all, then we can figure out how to move it. So I know now what we said was this is a circle that passes through these points, and so is this one, or rather that's a circle that's tangent to this line here, and then we have another circle here that is, I'm gonna not have the solution up. Perhaps through this we'll end up stumbling across the solution. So this is a circle that passes through 2 points. This is a circle that's tangent to this line. So we need to find, is it the difference between these two? It's not quite it. This is a circle that, yeah, that's that circle there. And then is it this circle? No. And then there's also this circle. So I think the solution is a circle that has, what is it? There's some difference here. This difference here, is this it? It's not quite right. This distance down from the center, I think, maybe? It's the center of the triangle formed by the 2 bottom points and the center of the top line. Can't get in the right moves. Okay, hold on. Let me try that. So if we do this, so then we have a triangle. Now, triangle centers have many different meanings. Because we have this center, which is, I don't think what you meant to say. we have this center, where we take the midpoint and then draw that line there. It's not quite right either. And then we have the angle bisectors where we take this center Did I miss one? I feel like I missed something. With an angle bisector here, that's one center. Ah, okay, yeah. So we're using the center of gravity. Is that it? Okay. So how do you get this? Hold on. I'm gonna get the star here because this is something where we can make four circles out of. So this is gonna get a little bit messy. We take the bisector of this, and that ends up over here. It's another one. And then we take, it's so hard to read. And then we take, can we reuse this? I don't think we can reuse this. Where is this from? And then we take the bisector of this, and we end up over here. And then we take the bisector of this. Or no, sorry, okay, hold on. We already have this point here. So we take this, and then we end up with this. If I can read this properly. We take all four of them. Alright, very good. Ugh. We're gonna clear that. I think I might have an idea of how, though. We take this, and then we take the bisector here, and then we take... So that gets us the center point, and we get it there. Because we don't actually need to draw the triangles. As long as we get the points, then we can just pretend the other lines are there. Now, how do you get it in 6E? I have no idea. Because that one took seven elementary moves. Because can we share a circle somewhere? I'm not sure. Because you get this, and then you draw a line here, but it's already, yeah, so this is 7 elementary moves. And then you get this point in the circle here, or this is the center point. But usually with this kind of thing, you can share, you should be able to share a circle somewhere. What did we even need this one for? We might not have needed that. Hold up. This is 5. This is 6. No, that's still 7. That's what we needed that for. I see. I don't know. The elementary ones are hard. Regular hexagon. Construct a regular hexagon with the given side. The goal is 7E or 7L and 8E. So we can take this. We can take this. So we know that this here is an equilateral triangle. And all the points are going to have to be along this side. So we know this is going to be one side, and then we know these are going to be the other sides. I think. Yeah. So that's 10. We need to get it down. But while we're here, we can do the other side too. To get this. Get this. Oh. We get this. Get this. And we get that. And we get the second hexagon. If I only had theorems, then I should find the proofs easily enough. No, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so how do we get this in 7? So we don't actually need the triangle. We can create... Hold on. We don't need that either. Hold on. Because we can create parallels. We can get this intersection point. We already have the other one. We can create a parallel from here to here. That gets us that point. We can get a parallel from here to... Oh, not that one. From intersection point here. Point here to that. Here to here. That's another one. I'm going to draw a line. That's 1, and then we can intersect another time. But that brings us to 8, which is still too much. So there must be some inefficiency that we have here. Try again. So I think we still have to start with this, right? Because that's our equilateral triangle. This is how we get the... This is how we get the center, and we get the other points on the circumference of the circle. So now we have these points here. Oh, wait a minute. No, we still need this. Hold on, we still need this. Is this parallel? No, it must be parallel. Hold up. So this is actually then parallel. Nope, we don't want that. We want this point and we want this point. We can get a parallel. We can get a... Do you mind? Get a parallel there. We got a parallel here too. And we still end up with 8. Cosmo Gaze, welcome in. Penguin Man. I'm hired by Penguin, I guess. Yeah, we're okay. I think we're gonna move on here. We're trying to do these puzzles with just a compass and a straight edge, and some things that we can derive from that we have tools for. 6.1 point reflection. Reflect the line segment across the point. Now we get into copying stuff. No, I do not want that. No, I don't want that either. Stop. So we can reflect it by doing this. And we know these points here, so this has to be to this, and then this has to be that. Okay. So what do we do here? So we drew this circle because for it to be reflected up along the point, the point here has to be the same distance as the point there, so we can draw a circle. And then the same thing with this point here. And then They also have to lie along the same line, so we can draw a line from here, and then it just has to be the same distance from that. So that's the 5E construction. How do we get that in 4L? Not a personified penguin, no. This is a common misconception. Where is Ket? I'm gonna pull him out. So yeah, I have a penguin. I am employed by this penguin over here. But otherwise, I myself am not a penguin, I'm just a human. YouTube is not receiving data. Okay. Is everyone still okay? Is the stream back? Hello. So somebody just say something in chat if we're back. So you good? Okay, we're good. Very good. So yeah, that's how this works. That's the 5e construction, and somehow we got that before the 4L. So how in the world do we get a 4L from this? Do we use this somehow? To get this point? And then you just somehow, I don't know, parallel? Yep. Do the parallel? Hold on. You get this point here, and then you do a parallel point here. Not that. Point and then the line. Nope, can't be it. So what did we build there if it wasn't that? So we took the, oh, it was the angle bisector. Of course, no, of course it's not gonna do it. Not necessarily, I think. Because that doesn't actually, oh, it does intersect, okay. So it intersects, then if it's reflected across the line, then because it's not actually right, because we need line segments, that's why. By the way, what are you doing here exactly? What you're doing here is exactly the same as when we had to learn illustration drafting, except we had to reflect it off an existing vector or projection plane. Interesting. Okay, YouTube, what is wrong with you? Are we still live? Oh, it says not enough video to maintain smooth streaming, so I think there's a little bit of a blip on my side. OBS says it's still okay. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna say this is probably fine. I don't know what YouTube is receiving or not receiving, but as long as we're still live, Twitch says we're still okay. So I'm going to say this is probably good. Bitrate at 5,000. I'm supposed to be streaming at 6,000, but okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, that does get us 4. No, this is 5. I don't know how we get this in 4, but we did at least get the 5 elementary, so that's good. Odd. Okay. Reflection. Reflect the line. Reflect the segment across the line. Natural. So we can take a perpendicular because we know that these, the reflection has to be along the same lines there. And then we can take the distances and then connect the two there. That's our 5L. I don't know how we get this in 5E. Symmetry is what we see at a glance based on the fact that there is no reason for any difference. Please, Pascal. And square and circle is brutal. A lot of them are. 5 elementary moves. I think that requires knowing how to do the perpendicular in 3. which, as we've discovered, I do not know how to do. Unless... No, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Copy segment. Now we're getting to copy a lot more copying stuff. Construct a segment from the given point that is equal to the given segment and lies on the same line with it. From the given point. So this corresponds with this and that corresponds with that. So we know we have to have a line. So that for sure is a thing. Then we can copy, we have to transfer this circle over there somehow. And we can do, we can take the bisector so that we have a point to reference. This line is the same as this line. This line is the same as this line. And then we can take this and create a parallel point line, and then we can create this line. It's a little bit roundabout. What's the angle reflector tool to the right of the perpendicular? So this one is the angle bisector. Okay, so I think that's the general idea of how you copy things. I think we can probably try to make this a little bit more efficient. And lies on the same line with... hold on, we might actually be able to get a second one too. We do this point here. That's 2V. That's a second line segment. Yeah, so this one, if you have 3 points, it bisects the angle that's between those two lines. Okay, so how do we do this in a more efficient way? We can do this. Evenly, yeah. So it's a bisector, which means it puts it into two parts, two even parts. So we can do this, and we can create any line from there to there. Doesn't strictly matter which. And then we can take this line from here to here. Actually, we don't even need the circle. Except we do need the circle. Because otherwise we have no way of knowing how large it is. So if we create a tangent from here to here, then that means I'm just batting words here, hold on. Why do you have to raise this? Do you actually need to raise this? Why can it not be on the same line? Is it because it all ends up being degenerated otherwise? Because you draw this line here, and then you make a perpendicular from this line to this line. And then you draw this here. But why do you have to draw this part? Can you just not do it over there? Because it's all, no, yeah, because otherwise it's degenerate, because otherwise... Hold on. The other way to think about this is, you have this circle here, and then you have to move this circle over by this amount, but we don't know how to do that yet. So you get the center there. Oh. No, that's not how, no. You need this line segment. But it's not at this point here. So you need to get this to that point, but it's the same thing as getting this to that point. We're gonna move on. Given angle bisector, construct two straight lines through the given points respectively so that the given line is a bisector of the angle they make. Given angle. Construct two straight lines through the two given points. Ah, okay. So it's like the opposite of the angle bisector here. So you have the bisector, you need to find the lines that bisect it. How we do it properly. If we do that, we're gonna be stuck here for hours. I'm gonna show you what we have. So we have from the last stream last year, we got up to delta with a bunch of holes, and these are all pretty hard. And it gets even harder once we continue on. So I think I'd rather have some completion so that we can go back and work on some of the others afterwards. Okay, so we have but yeah, you're very welcome to try these out yourself, because these are, if you like geometry, these are some very hard brain ticklers, and they just keep getting harder. So we can create a line, I guess. And we can create this. That's not even. We can create the perpendiculars here. I don't know what that'll do though. I don't know what significance this has. Probably nothing. At least nothing that's relevant to us at the moment. Or unless it's somehow relevant because it ends up being the point. Okay, why? I would live to study and not study to live. Francis Bacon. So this point is related to both points and the line. So this, I guess, makes sense, but why? Okay, hold on. So what if we do it on the other side then? Because we do need another one. How did I make this one? Lawrence? No idea. Oh, alright, so the other intersection point is way over there. The other intersection point is way... no, wait a minute, hold on. No, this doesn't make any sense. There should be another... I guess there isn't. No, I was gonna say there's another there would be another point on this side, but I don't think that's actually true, because anything that's along this side, I think this point here always ends up with a smaller angle. I feel like what you did had to be some geometric conjecture. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's all related and stuff, but I can't say I'm familiar with too much with all the stuff that's presented here. Interesting. But yeah, this, I mean, intuitively at least this makes sense for this to be related to the answer, because this point you got from this point here and the line, and also this point here and the line as well. And anything that has to do with that involves all 3 points usually, or will have to have input from all three things. So this makes sense. I just don't know exactly why this particular. Anyway, how do we get this in fewer tool moves? Good question. Good question. Because we got it in 7L. We got this through the the perpendiculars. So we got this point, and we needed this line here. We got this point through the perpendicular as well. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try something though. Fewer than 2, like 1? No. So 4L here means 4 tool moves, and 4E is 4 elementary moves. So only the circles and the straight edge. Wait, so if we can get this with a circle and straight edge, that means that our elementary moves are all of our tool moves are all circles and straight edges. Hold up. Why? How? Three, 4? You see, okay. So at least one of us sees it. So we can play around with the answer though, so wait a minute, hold on. So we do have this line. We do have this line. So neither of these. We do 2 things to get this point, and then the last two things are the 2 lines. So how do we involve both this, or we might not even involve the line until this point here. So how do we involve both points such that we end up with this line here? For basic, yeah. 4 moves with only circles and lines, yes. Is that? There's no way that's that. Yeah, I figured not. Couldn't be. But then you also have this you can play around with. You also have this you can play around with. So I'm guessing one of these has to be a line then. That's the only way this makes sense to me. So you draw, or okay, hold on. You can draw a circle from one point to another, and then you can draw another circle from one line, or from the line to another, to the other rather. What? So earlier we did this. We took the perpendicular and drew lines here and here, and then you somehow get this line here. So if we can get this line through some way other than doing that, or this point other than doing that, then we can get this point here. Wait a minute. What? Why? Oh no, that doesn't actually intersect. Never mind. And we had the perpendicular to go from here to here, and then we get this point there somehow. Huh. Maybe come back to that. Nothing's coming to me. Although if you'd like to give a hint, I'll take it. Non-collapsing compass. Here we go. We finally got the compass tool. Construct a circle with the given center and the radius equal to the length of the given segments. So we take this and we construct a circle around it. Which means we do the same transfer thing as we did before, where we can take this circle and we can construct a perpendicular to there, and we construct another perpendicular here, and then we construct the circle here. How do you do that in 5 elementary moves? Also in 4. Wait, what? Alright, going back, no circles. So if you don't need a circle, that means that you only have this one. Or maybe we don't care about anything. So we only have how do we get 2 to get from there to there? Because what? Because you can have some sort of arbitrary one, sure. But then there needs to be some smart way to correct for something here. Because then you have this one. I am very confused. Because the only line move that makes sense to me that might lead... I mean, I can't even say might lead to anything, because this actually feels more like a dead end. Is this one. But I also don't see how this... With 4 elementary moves and no circles. And 2 of them have to be the lines. That is a good question. How do you skip in the app? You can't. I can give you this link though. You should be able to access that. Oh, okay, we're gonna move on to here. How do we get this in 4 moves? Because we know we have to... We can take the parallel, move it... We can take the parallel. We can take a line. We can take the parallel here. And then we can draw the circle. Okay. So that's how you get it in 4. And I think getting it in 5 requires knowing how to get the parallel in 3, which we don't know how. Or at least I don't know how, so I think that's probably that. Tutorial: non-collapsing compass. You have discovered the non-collapsing compass tool. Click on the 2 points to set the radius length and then on the center of the circle. So 1, 2, and then the circle. Very good. You get that in 5. I don't know how you get that in 5. Translate segment. Construct a segment from the given point parallel and equal to the given segments. Our goal is 2L and then 6E. So I think the 2L is easy with the non-collapsing compass. We just take that, and then the parallel tool. That seems about right. And we can do it on the other side too. And then 6E requires knowing how to do parallels. Triangle by 3 sides. Construct a triangle with a side A, B, and the other 2 sides equal to the given segment. So this should be pretty easy too, especially with a compass. So we have this here, then we have this here. Just put that over there. And then where these 2 intersect, because this should have the same length as this one, because then we have the circle all the way around, and this one in a similar manner as well. One geometry cannot be more true than another, it can only be more convenient. On any Poincaré. And then we have this one, we have this one. And then we have more? Right, because we can have length of AB, but on the other side. So we actually have 4 triangles to make. So this is another one. This one. And then we also have this one. And that gets us to 4. Very good. One's a fairly easy one. They're not all going to be that easy. Construct a parallelogram with the given side and the midpoint of the opposite side in the given points. Construct a parallelogram with a given side and the midpoint. Oh, okay, yeah, so the midpoint is that one. So we can create the parallel And then we know that if it's going to be the midpoint, then we can take this circle here. And then where these intersect, we can draw lines to the other ones. Very good. Subject to mathematics is so serious, nobody should miss an opportunity to make it a little bit entertaining. Blaise Pascal. Feels like something that... I wonder if Blaise Pascal would have been a VTuber if he lived today. Or at least one of those science or math video essayists. Construct a circle that passes through the midpoints of the sides of the given acute triangle. Okay, so we have midpoints. We know how to calculate those. We can take these bisectors here. And then we need a circle that passes through all of these. How do we get that? Is that... I don't think it's this easy. It can't be this easy. Because otherwise it wouldn't be this far in. But I feel like I definitely did solve this one at some point. I just don't remember how. And it probably has something to do with the compass tool because we were just introduced to it. I say as I do something that doesn't require it. So we know that because it's a circle, the center has to be the same distance between this point, and this point. So what can we get that is the same distance from all 3 points? We can take the midpoints of these. Is this one? It is. Intuitively, I managed to figure it out. I have no idea how to explain this. Mathematics is the language with which God wrote the universe. Galilei. So then why does this work? You take midpoints of midpoints. Hold on. We can get this in 5L apparently. So we can skip one of the midpoints. We can take one midpoint, we can take another midpoint, and then we can take a midpoint of this. And then take a midpoint of that, and then we can do 5 no. What did I do differently? What did I do before? You can take a midpoint here. Okay. And we had the midpoint here. Okay, we know that. Marilyn, welcome in. EUCLIDEA, yes. I take it you've played it before then. I'm gonna take a midpoint there. So I guess we do need this one then. Because we need to take the midpoints there. And that means that then this is the circle there. But that's 6. Then we get to 5. I'm not even going to attempt the 90 because it means sharing a circle somewhere. If I can't even get to the 5. Also, have I been saying your name wrong? It's Marlin, isn't it? Yeah, Marlin. Well, we did manage to get it. I don't think there are any other solutions. Because there's only one circle that satisfies this. How do we get to 5? We need to drop one of these. So there's a midpoint there, the midpoint here. Do we need one of these other midpoints? Yes, because we need this midpoint and this midpoint calculated from all 3 points. Or is there another way? I don't know. We're gonna move on. Symmetry of 4 lines. 3 lines are intersected at a point. Construct a line so that the set of all 4 lines is mirror symmetric. The set of all 4 lines is mirror symmetric. So that means that... Well, I think I have an idea of what this means. I'm having a little bit of trouble visualizing it specifically. Also, did my browser hang? I think it did. No, it's the site. Refresh. Okay. So draw a line so that it's mirror symmetric. So 3 lines are intersected at the point. Construct a line so that the set of all 4 lines is mirror symmetric. So it's mirrored along this line. And so it'd be that line there. Mirror symmetric. What significance is that? So for the mirror, so we can construct the mirror here. You take these 2 points here. So we construct the mirror right there. So that means that then this angle is the same as this angle here. So you have to find a way to construct this angle, seemingly, and reflect it along this line. So we gotta find a way to reflect this line across this line? How do you do that? I can take the perpendiculars, but I don't think that's going to help. We have bisectors, but I don't think this helps. Because that means it's the same one for that one there. That's not what we want. We can do, so we have a circle. We probably don't actually need the circle, but we have this point and that point. Actually, we can kind of use a circle. At this point and that point, we can measure out this line. I think I might have attached that to the wrong thing. We can measure out this line. Okay, so this makes sense. Archimedes will be remembered when Aeschylus is forgotten, because languages die and mathematical ideas do not. Godfrey Hardy. Nice. Okay, I was entirely wrong. Okay. Yeah, I think for that puzzle you have to have a solution, or you have to have a circle. It doesn't make sense to not have it. So yeah, this makes sense because we have the circle telling us how far, as our guide for how far away our points are. And so if you have this line here and you use the compass tool to draw the same distance from this, because we're trying to make this angle. We're trying to make this angle, and then you have the reflection across the... How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Wait, what? I drew this having some sort of intuition about this in mind. Now I don't understand how I did it. Oh yeah. Because you can imagine this circle here being this distance, right? So if we want it to be mirrored across this line, then we mirror this circle over here. So we draw the same circle, and then that distance that intersects with this circle here corresponds with this point here, just across the mirror. And so then we can draw that line there. How to get that in 3? We can probably just not draw the line. Not draw the mirror, rather. So we can draw that circle there. We can take this point here and do that, and then where this intersects and the center point, we can draw the line. Okay. I will not be trying the elementary moves. Actually, hold on, it's only 4. But also 4 requires you to know how to move things over. Actually, the compass tool is 5. So there's a different way. We draw the circle there, you draw the circle here. That means you draw this. You draw this. I don't know. We're gonna move on. Probably go on for about just a little bit longer. Did I time last time to be 3 hours as well? Because I don't want to go on for 3 hours. Let me just double check here. Because it'd be funny to make this 3 hours and 14 minutes long, but also kind of don't want to do that. Oh, I did. Okay, now I kind of have to. Okay, we're gonna keep going then. We're gonna go on for another hour. Parallelogram by 3 midpoints. Construct a parallelogram given 3 of the midpoints. Alright. So if these are midpoints, then that means that we have to reverse engineer this. We have circles. We have circles. Right, so if they're midpoints, then that means that we end up with this situation at some point. Probably. 10E though seems like you get a lot of lenience. Yeah. So we can try to do this with just circles and straight lines. So the question is, how do we get this size circle? Or maybe that's not even the question. Maybe, how do you get the line? Because... Oh, no, yeah. So these are locked in. The angles here, the parallel... the angles of the lines are locked in because you are forced to have this as a mid. And so... if they're midpoints, then that means this line the line at C has to be parallel to the line that goes through both midpoints from A and B. And then we have a circle going from somewhere along here. That's not the circle tool. That's the compass tool. Then we have a circle going from C to somewhere, so that the midpoint from... Actually, I was going to say we know this, but I don't think we actually do know this. Because we can get the parallel or the perpendicular here, but that doesn't guarantee that these are the midpoints. Because you need this to be the midpoint between this and that. So you actually have to move this length over so that it becomes the midpoint. And we can do that. We can calculate the midpoint of this line by using the compass tool, which feels like cheating, but there we go. And we can get this line, we can get this line here, and now we just need to get this line over on the other side. And we can do that with a circle from that point to that point, and then we can parallel this point from line C. Just like that. How do you get this in 7L? Or 10E? Because then you don't need this line here. Okay, so you definitely need this line. You can get this here, and you can get this circle here. You need the parallel so that you know where these line up. You can grab this point here and here. Yeah, you can grab this point here and here. You can draw the line from here. You can draw the circle from there. You can grab this point. And then you can also grab... Oh, this is 8. That's 8. Where do we have an extra one? I don't know. We're gonna move on. Sum of areas of squares. Now this is where we start calculating things where I sometimes don't understand why they work. Construct a square whose area equals the sum of the areas of the two given squares, and all three have the common angle. So this I think makes use of the 2n plus 1 thing, where the next square is 2n plus 1. So for example, if you have 2, or n equals 2, the next square is 9, and 9, or sorry, you have n equals 2, that square is 4. The next square is n equals 3, which is 9, which is 2n plus 1, so 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and so 4 plus 5 is 9. Maybe this is related to how that works. I don't know how you do this with, or how that relates to compass and straight edges though. So construct a square whose area equals the sum of the areas of the two given squares. Or this might be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That might be it actually, hold on. So we need to construct some sort of triangle. Yeah, no, I think that's Pythagorean theorem. So we need this length plus this length. And then we make the square out of that. Is that not it? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Oh. No. That was a plus b squared, which is not the same. So what if we construct a triangle? So we take the perpendicular of this, we take this length here, so this is we take this length here, put that over there, so this is the length we're looking for. So then we can take this, put that over there, take the perpendicular from this point here, draw the diagonal, and then draw the perpendicular from there too. And so this should get a c squared. That's not what I wanted. This one. How to get that in 3L? The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Okay. So you can get that in one move, apparently. Because two of them have to be... one extra move, rather. Because two of them have to be the square. What? Does this have to do with... a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then this would be... what's this? Some square root of 2a? That's the square root of 2b? The what? Trying to think what the relationship as a hypotenuse here are. Maybe I'll skip that. There's something in my head and I can't quite get it out. Annulus. Construct a circle that is concentric with a given one and divides it into two parts of equal area. How do you calculate this? What property does this have that causes this to be in two equal areas? Is this is not, I don't think this is the I don't think this is the midpoint. So we think about the area of the circle as pi r squared. So it's pi r squared, but to get the area of the other one is going to be, so we'll call this R1 and this is R2. Or rather R inner and then R outer or whatever. R2, sure. Then the area of the outer circle is pi times pi r2 squared minus pi r1 squared. We factor out the pi. That leaves us with pi times r2 squared minus r1 squared, which then means that you can do the difference of squares. Hold on. Can I type this out somewhere? I feel like I should be able to type this out somewhere. What graphing for GeoGebra? Yes, okay. I'm going to switch to... Oh, hold up. I'm going to switch to desktop capture here, so I can show you... Oh, I'll be right back, because I need to fix my stuff. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. My, sometimes when I try to put windows back into the non-floating layer, the entire window manager just crashes, and I have to reset up my windows. So I guess that's what I get for using an unmaintained window manager. Actually, no, I think somebody is maintaining it. But in any case, what I was going to say here is, is it input? No, it's not Geo. I actually opened the wrong piece of software. Also, that's not... it's not what I need. This one. I opened GeoGebra, but then I realized this is not what I'm looking for. Because this lets me graph stuff. But I need... what was the open source program for doing equations and stuff, like the equation calculator? Was it not this? Because you have... maybe it is this. Yeah, or maybe it is this, but I actually just don't know how to use it. Never mind, we're not going to do that. But yeah, anyway, so it's the area of the outside is going to be the area of the inside, or the area of the circle minus the area of the inside circle. And so we need those to be the same. So it's going to be our... can I get paper? Journal. Okay, so now we have some virtual paper. Can I make this bigger? Just gonna make the sheet bigger. So we have pi. Well, I'm sure I could probably write this better, but it's R2 squared minus R1 squared r1 squared. Actually, it might be better to just write this out as pi r2 squared minus pi times r1 squared is equal to pi times r1 squared, right? And so then what happens is we factor, if we can remove all the pi's because they're all the same. It's all constants. And then we're left with r2 squared is equal to twice. We kind of already knew that though. But then how do you get this? You can make a triangle. R1 squared. Because what was it? I mean, this can be the hypotenuse of an isosceles triangle, where R1 is the true size of an isosceles triangle, which means this would have to be a right isosceles triangle. I think, possibly. Is that right? Does this need to be a right isosceles? Is it necessary for it to be a right isosceles? Not sure, but I think it makes probably the most sense for it to be so. So in that case, we have a line. So I'm gonna make that horizontal. Just actually no, I'm going to make that roughly 45 degrees so we can see it better. And then we have the midpoint of the bisector. Oh, that's too far. Then we have the bisector and then we have a line. No, that doesn't make sense. Given looked up the solution for 1.7, I don't even understand it. I'll come back to 1.7 because I actually don't remember which one that is. So I know that we had to construct a triangle of some sort. Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. Stop. We create a line. And we create the perpendicular to this. And then we take the bisector, the angle bisector. We take this point, and then we drop it to be perpendicular to this point. And so now we have two lines of equal distance, or equal length rather. So two lines of equal length, with this being the hypotenuse, and so then that matches what we have in our equation that we came up with, which means this is the length R1, and this should give us the circle that we need. How do you do this in 4L? We must know. We will know. David Hilbert. Square and circle. Okay. How do we do this in 4L? Because we got it in 5. And we can also do this in 5 elementary moves. Because you can somehow get this. I don't know how you get this triangle. Okay, so let's go back to 1.7 and see what's up over there. Oh, the inscribed square. Yeah, so getting the 6L I think is the easy part, because then you can just do this, and then you take this, and then you have the perpendicular, because then you get the bottom one, and then you can have a, wait, is this a solution? No, this can't be a solution. Yeah, because then you have, with this you get 1 point. Hold on, this isn't right. I don't think I need that circle. Yeah, 6 cells, whatever, 70 is mislit. Yeah. So, the hint, I think, said to do this, and then you can get the bottom... You can get the bottom vertex by doing this. What to do after this, I'm not entirely sure. Because I remember I managed to stumble upon the solution at some point. How this ends up being the bottom vertex, I actually have no idea. But experimentally, it seems like that is the case. Step 3 is a line, which I figured must be the case. Because I don't think you have any other circles to work with. But I also don't know where to put this line. Like, you have this, you have this line here, but that doesn't really go anywhere. You have this line here. Oh, not that one. You have this line here, which also doesn't intersect. You have this line here, which is useless because that's just the diameter. You have this line here, which is even less. You have this line. Yeah, I don't know where to put this line. You also have this point here, which you can use in the similar places, but this doesn't extend over there, does it? No, it couldn't. That has no useful intersections. This has no useful intersections, I think. Because this, if you try to go there, it doesn't complete this line. Solution is along those lines, yeah. Because I think when I tried this, I managed to get, oh, what was that? There was a construction along, I don't even remember how I did this anymore. I got a point along this side here by doing something. But I don't remember how anymore. And it wasn't this. Anyway, I managed to get a point here which let me make this line here, but clearly that's not the solution. Because I would be using one extra one. Pun very much not intended. Well, I'd believe it if I'd believe in it even if it were. Yes, I can't have this. The thing is, we have to have one line, so we get a point somewhere along one of these. Oh, maybe that's what I found. Okay, yeah, okay, that's it. How this works, I have no idea. So you get this, you somehow intersect that, and then the rest of the lines, this happens. How do you get this point? Hold on, what? But why does this work? So this angle and this angle here, or not that one. This angle here, this is twice this, or actually I don't remember my, I'm pretty sure this is this angle twice this one? I don't remember. It's not quite smooth sailing from there, okay. Well, the thing is, we have 2 more left, which has to be the other 2 sides. And we're looking for this point over here. I can see how you can get it in one more. But that would be 8, not 7. So you need to find some way of not figuring out this point. I'm confused. Or did I have an extra one? Okay, hold on. So if this is the third one, then that means the other 4 have to be... So this is the one side, this is the second side. We only had the parallel key. Haven't done anything wrong, okay. How and what? Where else can you draw lines? The only other thing I can think of is through this. Well, it has to be through this point here, but where else do you have points? Where else can you connect points? What? Because it's not this. That's not 90 degrees. The next step is visually unintuitive, and it has to be a line because it has to draw out one of the sides. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do it over here. So this, and then this. Sure. And then we had this, which gets you that. And then this gets you that. This one gets you this. Which then gives you this point to work with where? Also gives you this point and you only have a limited number of points to work with, and one, I don't see, okay, we don't see any other intersections around here, because they all diverge. There's an intersection I'm not noticing, okay. So let's draw out all the intersections. There's one here, one here, one here, there is one here, there's another one here. Ah, right. Okay. So we will return. So we now have this point, then we have this point, and now that we have this point here, we can make the square. How that works? Good question. So how is it that we manage to, how is it that you can get this point from here? What even is this here? What does this mean? Yeah, I don't know what this means here, because this over here is one radius. Sure. And then you have, oh, actually, hold on. Does this have something to do with it being 90 degrees? So this angle here has to be 90 degrees. Because of circle laws or something. Actually, that's not true. Is that true? I think this is 90 degrees. So you draw a line from here to here. That doesn't look 90 degrees. There was some circle on. I don't remember, but from the center to here and any point across the No, it was, no, I'm misremembering. I don't know. I think it has something to do with this here. And whatever this was. Oh, wow. Well, thanks for the hint. How much do we have? Okay, we still have about half an hour left. Didn't realize we already made it to Eta. Angle is 75 degrees. With the given side. What does 75 mean? What does 75 mean? Because the special angles we have are 30, 60, 90, 15, 75 is 15 plus 60. We can get a 60 with an equilateral triangle. We can get a 15 by bisecting this one. And then we can mirror this over here somewhere. Is that not it? Am I miscounting? Because this is supposed to reflect the angle across the this line, isn't it? Okay, what did I do wrong? So we get the 60. Then we get the 15. And then we... It's because 60 divided by 2 is not 15, that's why. Ah, okay. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So this is 30, and we need to further divide it by another 2. Okay. Let's try that again. So create the 60. Create the 30. Create the 15. You mirror this across the line, and then you draw the angle. And apparently we can get that in 3. How do you get this in 3? Hold on, let's try that again. Maybe we don't need the circle. Actually, no, we do need this. We need the circle to get this. $75 times 2 is 150. Oh, we're already at 3 though. Yeah, we're gonna redo that because there is another angle that we can construct on the other side. So we'll take the bisector, the angle bisector here, and build the 15, and then build this one. That gets us to 75, and then build it on the other side. I swear there's a way to do this. What did we do earlier that lets us... Oh, right, this. Let me just take this shortcut here. And then this should be our other 75. Very good. Human mind has first to construct forms independently before we can find them in things. Albert Einstein. So how do you get this in 3? It can't be this. I don't think we can start with that. We can get... We can get 180. Or rather, we can get 90. We already could get 90 actually. 90 minus 75 is 15. 90 minus 75 is 15. How can we use that? So how do we calculate 15 without having to go through all the other stuff? Let's get to 45. Let's get to 60. I don't know. We move on. Line equidistant from 3 points. Construct a line that is at equal distance from the given 3 points. Now, how do you do this? So as before, we had learned that for it to be equidistant from 2 points, it has to be parallel to that. And so, if we can create a line that is parallel to this from this point here, and then at that point we can take the bisector of these two lines. Or rather, the bisector of the perpendicular here. How do you get that in 3? Mathematics is gymnastics of thinking. Can we just get rid of a line somewhere? Possibly. So we take this, and we take the bisector here. Actually, not a bisector. We have the perpendicular here. And then you can take the... Yeah, you can then take the bisector of that segment there. Okay. Heron's problem. A, C, B. Construct a point C on the given line and segments AC and BC such that the sum of their length is minimal. What? What theory do we need for this? So we can say that the point here, there's a point where the... If we take the... I was going to say take the derivative of something. I don't know what the something is though. But also, how do we do derivatives in something like this? What? And this is what I mean by this gets really hard. If the as if the earlier problems were already not hard enough. Is it a 90-degree point between this point and that point? I feel like that probably might be the case. So C... That might not actually be the case, because what is this? I can't tell. It looks like it might be 90 degrees. Because oftentimes minimums tend to be something nice like that. So I think we're trying to construct a 90-degree angle such that we have two lines that are perpendicular to each other that intersect at the line somewhere, somehow. How do you do that? We can create a square. And create a perpendicular line there. And then we can create something along these points here. So between this point and somewhere on the circle, is this it? No, this doesn't make sense. This can't be it. Right, we're gonna experiment over here. Basically, we're going to try to make Pythagoras' theorem, where we have this circle here, and then we try to add up these. No, does that even make sense? Can we even do that? Because I don't think I can deconstruct the square, because I don't know what the area would be. Because this does overshoot this if you add them up. That's the triangle inequality. Okay, so then how do we make a 90-degree angle here? Do we make... Oh. No, I was gonna say there's the one theorem where... Oh, yeah, hold on. So I think I was misremembering the theorem for the circle. So... I think the theorem... The property is that if you have a circle, then the point that if you connect one line to the circumference and another line to the other side, sorry, one line, if you create one chord and then join the chord, create another chord that crosses this point to the other side of the circle, this angle is 90 degrees. So we need to find the point at which that happens and it crosses the line. So we need a circle from this point that minimizes... Is it here? I think it might be... That minimizes the distance between those two. And I think it might be here. Because you can see the circle that shrinks. Circle shrinks. But it actually, hold on. It has to be... Does that even make sense? This doesn't intersect. Maybe we don't use this, maybe we don't end up using this idea. Maybe it isn't 90 degrees. But is it as easy as taking the parallel or the perpendicular here and then doing this? No way. Okay, so doing a little bit of exploration here. I have a feeling this might be the last one or maybe the last two ones, just because we're starting to run out of time. Okay, so how do we get here? What even is this? And actually, we can tell if this is the perpendicular because we can take that. So that is actually not 90 degrees. So then what happens if we do take this point here? Oh, that's not useful. What is this line here? I don't see it. So if we can't use that because it isn't actually 90 degrees then. Something else we can use? Right at this point. That doesn't intersect. I have 14 more minutes left. This might actually be the last one. And then we'll stall at the end screen for a bit. Hopefully we actually manage to get this one before stream ends. But I have no ideas past what I had already mentioned. There's the midpoint. There is the perpendiculars. There's the paths to the perpendiculars. Is this a perpendicular to that? Aha. Why? Okay, what does this mean and why is it like this? Why does this minimize the distance? You cross this and then you do this. You take this line and then somehow you can get this in 4 moves? I don't understand. Life is only good for only 2 things: discovering mathematics and teaching mathematics. Simeon Poisson. Why? Why does this work? So, I mean, again, we had the thing where to get because this involves 2 points in a line, the input has 2 points in a line. And this point crosses, or makes use of all 3 of them, but I don't know. I don't know why. Alright, I think we probably have time for one more then. Some circumscribed circle. Construct the circumcircle of the triangle. We had this earlier, and I think it was midpoint to midpoint, right? But it wasn't quite that either. Because it needs to be over here. But this isn't it. This can't be it. Yeah, because it doesn't use all 3 points. So we have the midpoint here. So we know that the center has to pass through that. Wait. Is it really that easy? Wait, I thought this came up earlier. Okay, so this is a case of me just overthinking it. Why is this so late? I should almost therefore put forward the proposal that the third hypothesis, angle sum of a triangle less than 2 right angles, holds on the surface of an imaginary sphere. Johann Lambert. Holds on the surface of an imaginary sphere. For the proposal of the third hypothesis, angle sum of a triangle less than 2 right angles. I thought that works on a concave or a negative surface, not a positive surface. Because on a positive surface, the angle sum of a triangle is greater than 180. Okay. Interesting. No time for another one. Construct the encircled triangle. And so for this one, I think this one works with the angle bisectors. Or not. This is hyperbolic geometry. Yeah, that's what I meant. But the maybe I'm misinterpreting the quote. Because if the surface of the sphere is hyperbolic, but a triangle on the surface of a sphere would have angles that are greater than 180. Okay, I am thinking about this one now. To get an inscribed circle, the angles to... Okay, they're not the midpoints. The angles to, or the distance to whatever this is, have to all be the same. And they are all tangents. So they're all tangents. They're all tangents. They're all tangents, and we have 3 of them here. It's not quite it. We might have to end this one without knowing how this one's solved. Or how about we do that? We have the perpendiculars. But then we take something. Oh, wait a minute. Was it the midpoint of midpoints? No, that wasn't it either. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have some way of getting a... We had it earlier. I feel like we had something like this earlier. So there are 3 centers of the triangle, I guess. There was this one, there was the angle bisectors, which I think we tried earlier, which was not, did not give us the right, hold on, it's not it, this one. Not that one. This one. Because this one doesn't do it. It's close, but not quite. And it's close for this specific triangle. Also, we can get this in 4 moves, which means 3 of them are trying to find the center of the circle. And take a perpendicular to that, which I don't actually think helps. Where is this? Where does this lie? Well, we know that because that's tangent to this thing here. It's all the tangents, but they're offset by a bit. Alright, for time. 4 minutes left. I think we're gonna leave it here because if I want this to be 3 hours and 4 minutes, we're not gonna have time to spend on this one. So on the Twitch side, we're gonna not raid out because I don't think I have time for that, but also I'm gonna be streaming later tonight. Did I? Yeah, okay. For those who are on YouTube too, it's the same stream as well. We're gonna be playing Tetris 99 to try to get the... Wait, 3 hours and 4 minutes. 3 hours and 14 minutes is what I meant. Which I think we're coming up to according to my statistics here. Yeah, we're gonna be playing Tetris 99 because Nintendo decided to announce an event with short notice. And so I figured if you're gonna be playing Tetris 99 tonight, I can't not do something for Pi Day, so here we are. We're playing something for Pi Day. Yeah. So that's going to be 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's going to be in about, if I can math right, what is that? What's coming up? This is, why is this so hard? 23 minus 19 is 4 hours and 4.5 hours. Yeah, so it's gonna be 4.5 hours. Is that right? Whatever. It just probably is. You can look in the Discord for the thing or the schedule. If you're not in the Discord already, there it is. We don't really have a math channel, but if enough people want one, we can make one. Is that it? I feel like I'm being a little bit rushed here. Alright, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for coming, and we'll probably play this again next year. Because it seems like that's what we do now. But yeah, if you'd like to try and give this a shot, link is in the description on YouTube and pinned in the chat on Twitch. And with that, I'll bid you a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye.